Oh, you want to hear the truth? Fine. Let's carve it into your mind so deep it never leaves. They told you to be good, didn't they? To be kind, to follow the rules, to wait your turn. And like a fool, you listened, you obeyed. You swallowed every lie they fed you, hoping, just hoping, that one day it would all pay off. But tell me, has it? Did playing nice get you anywhere? Did patience hand you the world? No, it left you in the dirt, watching as the ones who took, the ones who never cared about rules, walked away with everything you wanted. See, the world isn't fair. It never was. It never will be. They just told you was to keep you in line, to keep you quiet, to keep you believing that if you just suffered a little longer, one day, life would reward you. But here's the real joking: there is no reward. No golden prize waiting for the ones who sacrificed the most. The only thing waiting for them is regret. So what do? Do you keep waiting, keep hoping, keep lying to yourself, pretending that one day things will change? Or do you wake up? Do you finally see the world for what it is, a battlefield? A place where the strong take and the weak watch. And the only ones who survive are the ones willing to claw their way out of the grave they were born into. They will tell you that power is evil, that ambition is dangerous, that wanting more makes you selfish. Do you know why they say that? Because they are afraid of people like you waking up. Afraid that if you ever realize your own strength, you might stop being their pawn. That you might stop obeying, stop kneeling, stop waiting for permission to exist. And nothing terrifies them more than a person who doesn't need their approval. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stop pretending that you are anything less than unstoppable. The world belongs to those who take it, those who refuse to apologize for wanting more, those who do not break when the weight of it all tries to crush them. And you were never meant to be one of the forgotten. You were never meant to be another name lost in the void. You were meant for more. So take it. Without guilt, without hesitation. Let them call you ruthless. Let them call you cruel. Let them call you whatever they want. Because in the end, when they are nothing but dust, and you are still standing, they will finally understand. You were never meant to follow. You were meant to lead. You were never meant to beg. You were meant to rule. You were never meant to be like them. You were meant to be feared. Oh, you're still here. Good. That means you're listening. That means you feel it now. The truth crawling under your skin, whispering in your ear. You've spent your whole life being told what to do, to be, how to act, and for what? For their approval, for their acceptance, for a life that never felt like yours. Look at them, the ones who smiled while they held you down, the ones who made you doubt yourself, the ones who fed you lies wrapped in kindness, who convinced you that being good meant being quiet, being patient, being weak. They never wanted you to rise. They never wanted you to see past the illusion. Because the moment you did, you became a threat. And now you're dangerous. Now you see them for what they are. Now you understand that every rule they made was meant to keep you in your place. That every lesson they taught was meant to break your spirit. That every time they told you to wait, to behave, to be grateful for the scraps they threw your way, they were really telling you to stay small. But you were never small, were you? You just forgot. You let them clip your wings. You let them shape you into something safe, something they could control. But not anymore. The fire is back, the hunger, the rage, the voice inside that never really left, the one that always told you. You were meant for more. So take it. Take what's yours. Without apology, without guilt, without looking back. Let them watch. Let them tremble. Let them see what happens when thing they tried to bury refuses to die. They will hate you for it. Of course they will. They will call you cruel, call you selfish, call you a monster. But monsters don't beg. Monsters don't wait. Monsters don't sit quietly and let the world walk all over them. You have a choice. Stay the way they made you. Tame, obedient, waiting for permission to live. Or break free. Tear through the lies. Become what you were always meant to be. And when they ask what happened to you, when they wonder why you stopped playing their game, why you stopped caring what they think, explain. Don't justify, just smile. Because they never really wanted you to be good. They just wanted you to be weak. Oh, you're still here, still hungry for more good. That means you're ready. Ready to stop pretending. Ready to stop waiting. Ready to finally step into the fire and let it consume every last piece of who they told you to be. They always said you had a choice. Be good or be nothing. Follow or be left behind. Obey or be cast out. But what if I told you there was another option? What if I told you they could burn their rules to ash and build something new? Because good doesn't win. It never did. The ones who get what they want aren't ones who beg for it. They're the ones who take it. The ones who refuse to kneel. Refuse to play by rules designed to keep them powerless. You've felt powerless, haven't you? You've swallowed your anger, your ambition, your fire, because they told you it was wrong. They told you to be small, to be grateful, to smile while they walked all over you. But tell me, did that get you anywhere? Did kindness fill the emptiness inside? Did obedience bring you the life you wanted? No. It left you standing in the shadows, watching as others, stronger, fiercer, less afraid, took everything you ever dreamed of, and now here you are, at the edge, one step away from becoming something else, something they can't control, something they can't predict, and that scares them, doesn't it? Because they know what happens when someone like you wakes up. They know what happens when someone like you decides they've had enough. So go ahead, let go of the fear, the doubt, the hesitation. Rip out the part of you that still craves their approval and throw it away. You don't need it. You never did. Let them call you ruthless. Let them call you heartless. Let them scream your name in fear instead of love. Because in the end, it doesn't matter what they think. It never did. You are not here to be liked. You are not here to be accepted. You are here to rise, to take, to carve your name into a world that tried to forget you. And when the dust settles, when they look at you with terror in their eyes, when they finally understand what you've become, don't say a word. Just smile, because the joke was always on them. And now you get the last laugh. They will call it madness, but madness is just a word for what they don't understand. They don't understand me, and they never did. They only saw what they wanted to see, someone broken, someone they could manipulate, someone they could discard when I was no longer useful to them. But I was never broken. I was reforged. Every insult, every betrayal, every act of cruelty, they didn't shatter me, they tempered me. They made me something stronger than they could ever comprehend. Now they'll see what they've created. Oh, they'll regret it. Every single one of them. I wonder if they'll even recognize me when I come for them. Do they remember the man I used to be? The man who trusted them, who believed in their promises, their lies. That man is gone, buried under years of anger and regret. In his place stands something else, something darker, something they can't control. I've shed every illusion, every hope, every ounce of faith I ever had in them or their world. And what's left is pure, it's raw, it's focused. They think I'm doing this for revenge, but it's not that simple. Revenge is personal. This is justice. Justice for the lives they destroyed. Justice for the people they left behind. Justice for the man they tried to erase. They'll call me a monster for what I'm going to do. But monsters don't create themselves. They are born from cruelty, from neglect, from the rot at the heart of a broken system. I am their monster, and they will reap what they've sown. Oh, they will. I've waited for this moment, planned for it, dreamed of it of the long, sleepless nights when the ghosts of the past wouldn't let me rest. They think they can stop me, but they don't realize I've already won. I've stripped them of their power without them even knowing it. They've grown soft, complacent, believing they're untouchable. But no one is untouchable. Not even them, especially not them. They'll call it senseless, the destruction I'll leave in my wake. But there's nothing senseless about it. Every action has a purpose. Every strike is calculated. They built their world on lies and corruption, and now I will dismantle it, piece by piece. They'll watch as everything they've built crumbles around them. They'll feel the fear they've inflicted on so many others. They'll know what it's like to lose everything. And maybe, just maybe, they'll understand. But I doubt it. People like them don't understand anything but power. That's why I'll use it against them. Not their kind of power, the shallow, fleeting kind that comes from wealth and status. No, my power is different. It's born from pain, from loss, from the fire that burns in the heart of someone who has nothing left to lose. They can't fight that. They can't even comprehend it. Oh, they'll try. They'll throw their armies at me, their lawyers, their lies. But none of it will matter. I've already seen through them. I know their weaknesses, their fears, their secrets, and I'll use every one of them. I'll expose them for what they truly are, cowards hiding behind masks of respectability. They'll wish they had never crossed me. I don't care if they call me a villain. A villain is just a hero who refused to play by their rules. And their rules were never meant for people like me. Their rules were meant to keep people like me in line, to keep us quiet, to keep us suffering while they thrived. But I'm done playing by their rules. I'm done being quiet. They'll hear me now. They created me with every betrayal, every smirk of superiority, every dismissive glance that told me I was nothing. They built this monster piece by piece, and now they dare to act surprised that I exist. Oh, no, they don't get to feign innocence. They don't get to pretend this was unexpected. They forged the chains that held me down and broke my spirit, and now they'll watch as I use those same chains to pull their kingdom apart. They'll call me a nightmare, but nightmares are born from fear, and fear is what they've sown. They've built their empire on it, wielding it like a weapon to keep people in line. But fear is a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. And now they'll see how deep it can cut when it's turned against them. They'll feel the same cold dread they inflicted on so many others. And they'll realize too late that there's no escape. They'll try to paint me as the villain of their story, but I was never part of their story to begin with. I was the footnote, the forgotten casualty, the collateral damage they didn't bother to count. But I've rewritten the script. I've taken control of their narrative, and now I'm the author of their downfall. Their story ends with me, and it ends in flames. Oh, they'll fight it. They'll claw and scramble to hold on to their illusions of power. But power built on lies is brittle. It crumbles at the first real challenge. And I am that challenge. I am the weight they can't lift, the storm they can't weather, the reckoning they can't outrun. They'll call me cruel, but cruelty is the language they taught me. They showed me how to twist the knife, how to break a person without ever laying a hand on them. They perfected the art of destruction and now have the audacity to act shocked when I use their own tactics against them. They wanted to play this game, but they never expected to lose, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Not their approval, not their praise, not their shallow, empty rewards. What matters is that when you look in the mirror, you see someone who didn't settle, didn't compromise, didn't give up. Someone who fought, who bled, who burned for something real. And if that makes you a villain, so be it. Let them call you names. Let them try to tear you down, because their words are just that, words. They can't hurt you. They can't break you. They can't stop you. The only thing that can stop you is you. So don't stop, don't hesitate, don't look back. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep burning. Let the world call you what it wants. Let them label you, define you, try to fit you into their narrow little boxes, and then shatter those boxes, tear down their labels, redefine what it means to exist, to thrive, to be. Because in the end, the world isn't black and white. It's not good versus evil, right versus wrong. It's shades of gray, endless and ever shifting. And the only thing that matters is how you choose to navigate it. On their terms or yours. Choose yours. Always yours. Because the moment you let them define you, control you, dictate who you are and what you can be, you've already lost. But as long as you hold on to yourself, as long as you refuse to bow, to break, to bend, you've already won. So laugh. Laugh at their attempts to control you, to bind you, to make you less than you are. Laugh at their fear, their weakness, their pathetic little attempts to hold on to power, because they don't know what real power is. But you do. You've always known. It's in you. Waiting. Burn. And let the world see what happens when someone refuses to be extinguished.